indigenous people displaced, living in hamper refugee camps with scar, food, water, and healthcare. Women and children endure rough beheading and mutilations. Trauma has spiked, suicides, depending the tragedy.
Call upon the representative of Prahar, AIPP.
Kurumjari, Madam Chair. The world remains largely unaware of Manipur's sufferings over the past 2 years because our government has actively pushed our crisis under a rug away from the eyes of the world. But today, Madam Chair, I ask you to see us, to hear us, to act us. This is not just for Manipur, this is about defending the human rights and dignity of indigenous people everywhere. I stand before you with profound grief, representing the native Manipur indigenous people of Manipur, northeastern Indian state bordering Myanmar. Manipur, once an independent princely state with a constitutional monarchy, was merged with Indian Union in 1947 under an agreement guaranteeing territorial integrity. Today, that integrity has been compromised. Manipur is the land of rich culture and heritage, the birthplace of modern polo, locally known as Sagol Kangjai, yet is now a region of scarred by violence. For 2 years, Manipur has faced a severe humanitarian and indigenous crisis. Over 200 killed and 60,000 indigenous people displaced, living in hamper refugee camps with scar, food, water, and healthcare. Women and children endure rough beheading and mutilations. Trauma has spiked, suicides, depending the tragedy. The crisis stems from the Indian government's failure to protect its citizens. Decades of unchecked migrations through Manipur porous 398-kilometer Myanmar border have allowed illegal immigrant narco-terrorists to infiltrate as refugees, illegally obtain citizenship and disrupt demographic balance, pursuing an ethnocentric homeland and pre-planned strategy to integrate their inhabited area across India, Myanmar, and Bangladesh under ethno-political entrepreneurs aiming to establish a separate nations. The conflict, often mischaracterized as an inter-community dispute, in truth it's a constitutional crisis, a failure to uphold citizenship laws, governance, and the protection of fundamental rights enshrined in India's own constitution. It has evolved into a regional security threat with political global implications, filling illicit arms smuggling, transnational narcotics trade, and geopolitically motivated destabilizations. Today, Manipur is under presidential rules and admissions that states no longer being upheld. Madam Chair, while our people are being slaughtered and displaced, our Prime Minister remains shockingly silent despite numerous domestic and international trips. Since May 2023, he has neither visited Manipur nor addressed the crisis or called for peace. Today, we are confined to just 8% of Manipur's land, surrounded by armed militants, altering demographics and threatening our survival. Is this democracy? Global silence not only abandoned the Meiteis, but only endangered indigenous struggles worldwide. Manipur suffers can no longer be ignored. I urge the Madam Chair, UN entity, member states to mediate our Indian governments to implement the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People strictly and to ensure the safe return of displaced indigenous people and considering scheduled tribe status for Meitei if constitutional criteria are made to secure our future. Justice delay is justice denied. The world must act now. I thank you, Madam Chair.